What's up? Welcome back. Just headed home from work. It's good to be back. Had a good break. Today I wanted to chat real quick. A quick drive chat about a cool project I'm working on the side. Just when I get bored or when I need a break from some of my nozzle stuff. I've got this project that I'm greenfielding that's kind of like a PWA app for managing inventory. I'm building it for a friend, and it's nothing super special, but it is a lot of fun to build a brand new app and kind of get to put into practice the latest and greatest things that you've learned. And one of the things that's really stood out to me, like I've done a lot of different things with this app. It's full stack, so I've gotten my hands dirty with Postgres and Koa. I'm building a server in Node and the whole back end full stack type of a thing. But also on like the front end, on the app part, being able to spin up everything from the ground up has been refreshing this time around, because the last time I started a new app, I was reaching for Redux. I was reaching for, all these state management tools and utilities that were supposed to make my life easier. I was also reaching for UI libraries and kits. And now on this project, it's just so different this time around. Like, I haven't reached for a single state management utility. The entire UI is just homegrown using styled components. So it's a component-based UI kit. And I've really only built the bare minimum. It loads fast and it's really lightweight. It builds in like 8 seconds. It's just been a great experience all around. But the one thing that I think that's made the biggest difference in this experience has been using hooks for just about everything. I'm talking about React hooks. If you're not familiar with them, you should be. I've got a lot of the videos on React hooks you can go watch, and there's so many courses out there now about them, but React hooks have seriously changed the way that I write my code everywhere. And I'm going to be speaking more about this in Hawaii for JSConf Hawaii in February. It's the 2020 conference that's coming up. But I'm just so excited about them because I don't think I have one bit of business logic in my components. And that's such a simple statement to say, but at the end of the day, it makes your life so much easier. It's made my life a lot easier. Like, my components truly are just wiring up business logic to what they render and what they allow the user to interact with. So it's really easy to diagnose like what I need to be working on in this side project, because if I don't have the right UI, then I know that it's just all going to be in my components. It's all going to be styles. And if I don't have the right business logic, then it's all going to be in hooks. There's really nothing leaks out from my business logic into my components, and it makes everything really reusable. It just is a whole layer of indirection. I feel like that layer has existed in every other app that I've written or started up to this point. And now that I don't have that, I've been able to make massive progress really fast. I've really only been working on this little side project for, a couple hours. And already I have tons of screens built and reusable components and, hooks for doing all sorts of things. And also the one thing that I've kind of vetted before and said, and I'll be talking about this more on an episode in a podcast with Kent coming up soon. I don't know when he's going to release it, but not treating your server state as UI state has been a huge thing too. Like, none of my server state of the things that I'm consuming from the server, they're not stored locally like UI state is. They're not global to the entire app. I use React Query for everything, and React Query seriously has changed my productivity. I've been able to just basically copy and paste examples from, my React Query library and little snippets here and there, and my app is just always up to date. It's always got the latest version of whatever resources I'm pulling from my API. It's been so great. So as I'm driving home today, those are the things that are at the top of my mind. That separating all of your business logic from your components into hooks is going to make you a more productive person in the long run, I think. And it's so much easier to share that code amongst teams and other people. And I have other people that are reading through this code just to kind of look through it. And I like it when people look at my code to make sure that I'm not doing something stupid. And they're able to grasp it really easily and know what's going on, because there's not a bunch of spaghetti logic going through components, and I'm not interacting with persistent data layers in like components directly. It's all just through hooks. So that's one thing. And just taking all that business logic out and using React Query. Those are the two things at the top of my mind today. React Query has been a life changer for me in terms of coding and building things that interact with a REST server. I wouldn't have been able to do as much as I do at Nozzle or on this project without React Query, I'd say. So if you haven't tried React Query, you should go try it. And you should probably keep a lookout for my talk coming up from JSConf Hawaii. I'm really excited to give it. It's going to be challenging to talk about such an advanced topic without getting getting too into the weeds, I guess, and getting distracted. So it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a lot of fun. But at the end of the day, the challenge I'm probably going to be giving out is just to take all of your business logic, anything that's interacting with persistent storage or saving your CRUD objects or doing anything, really special, just turn it into a hook and try and rip it away from your UI. It's almost like headless UI, but for your entire app. It's gonna feel great when you do it. I promise. Well, I'm just about home. If you guys ever have any questions or want to talk about React Query or React Table as well, man, I'd love to talk to you guys. Reach out to me and reach out to me on Twitter, or you can leave me a comment here. But we'll see you hopefully tomorrow, maybe with a new challenge, a new problem. See ya.